very good morning to you wherever you are. This is Boys Arena Morning Talk with me here, Osano Frederick. And this morning I'm privileged to host the Member of Parliament for Westlands constituency, and he can just introduce himself before we continue.
First and foremost, I'll thank the members, the resident who elected me for electing me to be their MP, and they all know me by the name Kasiva Brian, and this is a privilege that the Boys Arena has hosted me, and I thank you for them for hosting me to see how I'm taking my constituency as per.
So thank you so much for that introduction. I'm very much grateful for coming on time, and so we can begin our discussion. Yes. So I have some several questions concerning your constituency, the development and everything about this current regime that you are holding. So my first question, His Excellency, I have the first question is, I've seen in your constituency there is a lot of traffic jams and congestion. How are you addressing this issue, or how are you addressing this issue?
Okay, so far the road and transport issue, let's say like we're trying to create more bypass so that we can reduce the congestion. Like there is a road we are constructing from, there is Westlands to Lavington that way, there's ABC that around that place. So we are trying to create more roads and creating more opportunities for, let's say, the industry which are constructing road. So that issue about congestion, about the jams, it will be reduced because we are increasing the traffic lights at night.
Okay, so in that area, my next question to you is, I have seen there is a lot of pollution and a lot of garbage in your area or in your constituency. Concerning that issue, what strategies have you laid down in order to ensure that your city is clean and there is no pollution?
Okay, so far so good. We are about the garbage. We are creating more dam sites up for the garbage. Let's say like from the market, how they be disposing their waste. We shall create a dam site near the market so that could reduce the garbage to be scattered everywhere.
Okay, so thank you so much for that. And another thing, we have seen the president recently launched this program of affordable housing program, and he has been moving from different constituencies across the country while launching the program. So I have this question: how are you partnering with private sectors or private companies concerning these issues of affordable housing program?
The affordable housing program, which is generated from the president, I think so. It's helping the residents who are having issues about their residential place. So the affordable housing will help the residents to have a place. And about concerning the private industries, we have let's say the Simba cement. We are realizing them so that it can enhance the construction of the building to the period of construction to be less, because when we are creating this affordable housing, we require the resources. So these resources are coming from the private industries. We have the private industries of HR, the human resource management. We need them. How we are going to manage? Let's say we are going to employ the landlords. We are going to employ the landladies. How we are going to, because we need them from a private industry. Well, they're well equipped by the knowledge we need to, so that the residents can feel at peace.
Okay, so thank you so much for that. Another thing to you, His Excellency, I have my next question. I'd like to know. We have seen recently there have been a lot of crimes happening in your constituency. The banks are being robbed. The people are complaining about being snatched phones at night. How are you addressing these issues, and what measures have you placed in order to capture these thieves and terrorists?
First, about the insecurity things, because there was a message that was sent through my email that most, let's say like nowadays during the night, there's something called nyongolo. People are being held and snatch their phones. That issue I've raised to the police stations. Now we have increased the number of police posts. We have increased the number of police who are supposed to be in charge of the security. We have increased them in our constituency. Now you can find even police working at night to ensure that there is the maintenance of law and order. So then we have increased the number of security lights at night, and we have CCTVs. So the matter of security is the insecurity, we have increased the measures of security. So I think so the crime they're gonna be less.
Okay, so thank you so much for that. My last question to you before we conclude this discussion today, I would like to know. I have seen recently your constituency is located in Nairobi County, which is the biggest city in the world, and also it has a lot of people, a lot of unemployed youths. How are you trying to reduce this number of unemployment concerning the youth who have studied, they have diplomas, they have degrees? What strategies have you put down in order to lower this number?
First and foremost, I'll thank the government whatever it did the previous day. It was on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. How they brought the other countries from outside Africa, where we had the people from Dubai coming to access the best men for doing jobs are there. So there was an interviewing here undergoing in Kabete National Polytechnic. So it,
KICC.
Yeah, and KCC. So that created an employment to those people who have no employment. Then I always encourage self-employment. Don't rely on the public. You can just create yourself a job. And that issue about let's say when you're creating self-employment, you're trying to let's say like the government will help you on creating your self-employment so that it can reduce that competition and it can reduce that loss.
Okay, so thank you so much for honoring our call. It's been great having you. I'm so very much grateful, and I wish you well in your tenure until the next general election. And if I'm eagerly waiting if your people will re-elect you or not. So thank you so much for coming. Until next time, I've been your host, Osana Frederick, and continue tuning in to our TV station at Boys Arena on all social media platforms.